Sorry guys, gotta, dust the mic off. It's been a minute. Yeah. Um Time for a review. I know I need to do a lot more things than just a review, but we're gonna start with a review. We're gonna review Fables. Storybook Love. This is where Goldilocks is finally coming back. And yeah, I was supposed to have did this a while ago, but shit happens. No drinking this time though, let's just get on into it. So this starts off sort of continuing from the Bluebeard and Bigby beef. Kinda, sort of. It doesn't start off exactly right there. The issue starts off with Snow White and Bigby Wolf, but the main thing is going to be about Bluebeard and Bigby, because that beef is still definitely ongoing, and you saw it at the end of the last little arc. We got Rex and the Sarge spying on Bluebeard while Bluebeard is fencing with Prince Charming, and there's going to be some more on that later because right now it's a sparring session, but there's some foreshadowing coming. After he's done fencing with Prince Charming, we see him with, yes, Goldilocks. She is not, well, we knew she wasn't dead, she got away, but she's back. Back from not the grave, but just, I guess, wherever she had went to. They couldn't find her, they've been looking for her, but now we know she is. And she's been hiding out with Bluebeard. Bluebeard's been hiding her, and this is all part of Bluebeard's plot. He's trying to use Goldilocks to get rid of Bigby Wolf and Snow White. Mainly Bigby Wolf. He hates him more so than Snow White, but Snow White's kind of, in the way. And also Snow White's kind of a bitch, so I mean, I kind of don't blame him. That's just a sidebar. Sorry, I fucking hate Snow White. But yeah, he's trying to take care of Bigby. And Bluebeard never really does anything without a plan. He's always plotting and scheming. So even something like sleeping with Goldilocks, yes, he wants to sleep with her, of course, as well. But it's more than just that. He's using her for something else, not just that. He's always looking to get ahead. Goldilocks spots Rex and the shard, then Hobbs kills Rex. Poor Rex. I liked Rex. I like playing him. I don't know why. That was a really different role for me. Like, it was a very high-pitched voice, and, this voice really ain't a high-pitched voice, but, I was able to, I think, do a cool... I think I did. I don't know. You guys let me know. But anyway, Rex died. Poor Rex. Felt bad for him. The other one gets away. And, yeah, they have to now put their plan into action. They have to rush now because they can't let the Sarge get to Snow White and Bigby, because if they find out, everything's ruined. Even if Goldilocks was to get away, Bluebeard's fucked, because they would know Bluebeard's been involved. Bluebeard sets up a meeting with Bigby and Snow White, saying he has to discuss something important, but this is all just a ruse so he can use this type of hypnotic gas, and he's able to control, kind of. It's not really, I should say, hypnotic. It's more of a suggestive type of gas. It's kind of like Mass Effect with the indoctrinated thing. It's like subtle. It's not like you're being controlled. It's very weird. It's not strictly hypnosis where he says to do this and do that. I mean, it kind of is. It's more of a suggestive type of thing. It's one of those type of trick. He's using this to get them out and by themselves so he can enact phase 2 of his plan. Thanks to the suggestion, I guess you can say, Bigby and Snow White are now vacationing out in the wilderness, while Bluebeard is, of course, acting out phase 2 of his plan, which is for Goldilocks to kill Bigby Wolf and Snow White. And I guess Goldilocks must be a savage or something, because to take down Bigby Wolf, that's a task. That's not an easy task to pull off, so she must be really capable if he thinks that she can do that, even without him. I mean, he was scared of shit to do it himself, but I guess Goldilocks is that tough. I mean, she fucks animals, so I guess she can kill them. I don't know. They're all having an investigation about the mounted police and trying to figure out what's going on. He tries to lead the investigation, I should say, and Boy Blue and King Cole really shut that down and say Prince Charming's gonna lead it instead, so Bluebeard does not get that part of his plan enacted, but he's still going on the right track right now. While all that's going on, Goldilocks is on the hunt. She shoots out one of the tires, has them crash. Bigby Wolf's injured, but that's not shit really to Bigby Wolf. I mean, Bigby Wolf can heal from damn near anything, so it's kind of like his arm got fucked up, but You got to do a lot more to kill this wolf. They hunker down for the night while Goldilocks is still on the prowl trying to catch them. The next issue begins with Bigby confessing his love to Snow White, and he kind of attempted this in the first chapter's issues, arc, whatever you want to call it, and he did it towards the end of solving the fake Rose Red murder. But this is more getting into it. This is really going for the kill and really confessing. The other time it was beating around the bush, kind of asking. I mean, he didn't beat around the bush, I should say. He did ask, but he didn't go into detail, and this is going into details. And this is also planting the seeds for stuff to come in the future. So seeds have been planted for later events. While this is going on, Prince Charming has confronted Bluebeard, and I did not see this coming when I first read this issue. I definitely did not see Prince Charming and Bluebeard fighting. They really haven't had the beef like that. The beef has been between Bigby and Bluebeard, and this just curves you in a whole different direction. And the reason he's doing this is to, I guess, make amends to Snow White because he wasn't a great husband to her. Actually, take that back. Well, I won't spoil it. We'll get to that. But he does feel bad about it and doing what he did with Rose Red. So you do know that Prince Charming does care. Because this is pretty big to fight Bluebeard to the death. Well, he could have just sat back and, hey, it's on them. But it does show that he still cares about Snow White. This whole issue is about Bigby confessing his love to Snow White and them talking about it and her being creeped out a little bit by it and just going through those emotions, and also Bluebeard and Prince Charming fighting. That's basically it. And at the end, it shows you Goldilocks and Bigby about to fight, and he has transformed back into the wolf. At first he was the wolf in the beginning, then he got out of it, now he's back into the wolf because he's about to have the showdown with Goldilocks, and that will be in the final issue. Now, the biggest thing to come out of the third issue was Bluebeard dying, Prince Charming winning the fight and killing him. Now, in the beginning, they had sparred and Bluebeard easily won, but I think Prince Charming was filling him out, holding back a lot, so the reader and everyone would think Bluebeard would have the upper hand, but no, that wasn't the case. Prince Charming was filling him out and he easily beats him. It wasn't that much of a struggle. Bluebeard got a little offense in, but Prince Charming was pretty much owning him in this fight. At the end of the other issue, it seemed like Bigby Wolf was about to pounce on her and he had the upper hand, but as soon as that final issue starts, Goldilocks shoots him and she regains the upper hand. Now, she uses regular bullets instead of silver bullets because silver bullets actually will injure and do permanent damage to Bigby. These bullets will not, and he can heal, and it's very hard to kill Bigby, but she does realize that fire will work just as well. Big mistake Goldilocks makes is she does not care about Snow White, I guess thinking she's weak and she can take care of her whatever, which is always something that happens in Fables throughout this whole story, is that people will underestimate Snow White and she'll gain the upper hand. That's always the biggest mistake for anyone. Her not taking care of Snow White is the reason she lost this whole thing, because she's able to injure her with an axe through the head, basically, and Goldilocks is still hard to kill as well because of how popular she is, and how popular the Fable is makes it that much harder to kill her. The Mundies, I guess, with magic, and they haven't really gone through it yet, but basically just know that if it's a very popular Fable, they are extremely hard to kill. Snow White basically beats the crap out of Goldilocks, and yeah, she kills her. I mean, it's not stated in the comic. She could come back, and I guess with Fables coming back, it could still happen, but she ain't came back for a long time after this. Now, it was hinted in the comic that she could come back because it was never shown that she was dead, and she was surviving a lot of shit. She got, an axe through the head. She kept getting hit upside the head. A truck hit her. She was surviving all that shit. Falling off a cliff. She was taking an ass whipping, so it's very hard to kill Goldilocks. After that, the issue kind of wraps up. There's some foreshadowing about the next arc with Prince Charming running for mayor. And of course, Bigby at the end of this issue, he drops the bombshell of her being pregnant. And that wraps up the issue. This is a great fucking arc. And I want to give it a, what's the rating I want to give? 9.5 out of 10. I think that's a good rating for this, 9.5. Yeah, because I really enjoyed this arc of Fables, one of my favorites. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10. This is me just grading the comic, not my dub, just grading the comic overall out of 10. 9.5, really fucking good. Recommend it for anyone. If you want to, grab it for your collection or whatever. If you want to do that, I'd recommend it if you collect it or whatever. If not, just give it a read. Highly recommended. And yeah, just going over this. I know this one took a while. The next one's going to take longer to dub, because now I'm just going to talk about my dub, and you should know my format by now of how I do reviews. So yeah, Goldilocks is no longer going to be in Fables because she's not there through the next 150 issues. This was it. She's done. So I don't want people thinking she's gonna come back and what happened. No, this is it. I always thought she would when I was reading through Fables, but no, she does not come back. And yeah, I'm sorry about the wait, but the other one, like I said, the next arc, it's gonna take a while. I'll be shocked if we get through it anytime soon. It's gonna take a while. It's 8 parts, guys. So yeah, sorry about the wait. Thank you all for watching, and thank the voice actors as well who participated. I needed it, and sorry about me being on this long break, but C-Dub is back. See you on the next review. C-Dub out. Peace.